Okay, so I'm playing Argus today. As you can see, I think this is likely to be a legend level match because I'm already a legend, in legend rank. Yeah, and I'm playing against a very weird enemy combination. They're all marksmen. So, technically, playing against a team of marksmen is supposed to be easy, right? Uh, we shall see how. We shall see what happens later. The marksman actually managed to drag the game until very late, and as a result, I think we almost lost the game, but in the end, I still managed to win. So it's very interesting because my game started out without anyone in the roam position. So you notice that my side have Harley, right? Harley is the jungler. Um, Eldos is solo lane. Nana is mid lane. And at a very early stage in the game, I already have to deal with all these people. Very troublesome bunch of people. Yep. And we have Nathan versus Nathan. And apparently our own Nathan is not very good. He's okay, but he's not very good. Often you'll see how he dies so many times later. So I can't really do much. The worst thing is I'm playing roaming. I know that Argus is not supposed to be roaming. Actually, it's supposed to solo a lane and own the lane and win, but I can't really do that because I have like Eldos on my team. If Eldos don't solo lane and quickly gain the experience, he won't be so effective late game. So yeah, I'm trying to. I think I'll die here. Oh, I didn't. Oh yeah, I died here. Too bad. Stupid, I shouldn't have walked backwards. Because I thought I can avoid the thing. I should just walk all the way straight. So notice that actually our team is quite bad. If you look at the score now, no, if you look at goal now, the enemy team has like 6,000 plus goal. Our team only has 5,000 plus goal. You see, when you play against marksmen, right, especially a team full of marksmen, one of the marksmen are incredibly powerful late game. So one of the best ways you can kill a marksman team is to try to destroy them from the early game onwards. If they are allowed to scale up, you pretty much have no chance left for the rest of the game. Unfortunately, I'm playing with a team where don't know why somehow our team is doing very badly against all the marksmen. And in fact, actually, the marksman did manage to scale up and do quite well in the later part of the game. If you notice. Oops, Granger made a big mistake. He thought that he can just attack us. Oops. Okay. So this is, I won't call this an outplay. This is not really outplay. It's just me taking the opportunity to kill an enemy. Well, you noticed our if you check out our goal, well, I would say that currently we are still almost evenly matched. But you'll see later the enemy having a lot of advantages. So I noticed bottom lane, they are in trouble. I quickly do something to try to help. Yeah. Sometimes as Agusa, you just have to run away because you have no other choice. And thankfully in this situation Nathan managed to come and provide some form of help. Yeah, Nathan did well in this. Unfortunately, Eldos wasn't doing so well. Painful. I'll try to figure out, okay, if I'm gonna go over, should I quickly just kill? Not really. I think the trouble about playing Argus is I have to figure a way out to survive into the late game. But my chances of winning are also not very high because uh, you look at how easily we are dying and we are being suppressed. So you see, my chance of winning is not very high even when going to late game, but somehow we have no choice. I just have to try now. They managed to take Turtle. So now you are seeing a 2000 goal lead, which is quite powerful actually, considering that it's only this stage of the game. We are our tower, one of our tower is down. In fact, we have less towers than them, and we have a much tougher time trying to fight them actually. So the marksmen are already owning and winning in this game. How can we actually find a way to win? The truth is, it's almost impossible. I look at our towers. So many of by this timing, so many of our towers are already down. Okay, I sense that there are 3 people there, but I don't know what to do lah. I try, but I decided not to go. It's too dangerous, man. So now I cannot figure out how do I deal with them. It's really difficult, I tell you. You try dealing. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. Oops, oops, oops. Move back, move back. Because you need to be aware that some of the MM has like really good abilities that can kill so many at one shot. I think it's around here. I might die soon. I don't know. I vaguely recall. I have my ulti. Okay. Okay, I managed to get out one time. But you can see that they don't really care about us. 3 of the MM all doing so well. Even we have Nana and we have Nathan, we can't do anything against their Nathan, Granger, everything. The 4 marksmen are just moving together in such perfect synchrony. I tell you, Eldos cannot do anything to them. Eldos is just there to feed and die. Oops. Oh, okay, he didn't die. But it's really difficult, I tell you. Okay, I foolishly tried. I tried, but it was impossible. I just GG. Okay, I at least managed to bring one down. But it's really quite bad. If you look at the game, you'll notice that Nana plays okay. I play the worst. No, sorry. I think I play the best. The worst is actually the Nathan. He's always going alone and I don't know, going somewhere. He has his own style, solo style. But I think it's very difficult to solo. You think about it, the MM is supposed to be weak in the early game, getting stronger mid game, eventually become super ownage at late game. But what we are saying is the MM is already overtaking us by this stage of the game. Look at the number of towers they have, the number of towers we have. This is an outplay. But I think I lose here. This is when I die. I didn't die. I thought I died. Okay. I think Nathan again do stupid things. He always do this kind of dumb shit. You notice that he's gonna die pretty soon. Oh, okay, he didn't die. Okay, never mind. I think my focus wasn't really to push so hard because I know that it's so difficult for us to even um, get to the late game. So I just have to rely on Eldos. Eldos uses his ulti at this period of time, so I managed to see where the enemies are. So I quickly push forward. It's not easy because it's actually a form of split pushing. What we are doing is just split pushing, and if you don't split push properly, you will die. The enemy come and find you, you're pretty much gone. And thankfully, Eldos is near me, so yeah. Okay, managed to hit, but I don't think I managed to kill him because he's too. At this stage, he's still quite strong. Okay, Eldos made a gutsy gutsy move, which I think is quite good. Not bad, not bad. Okay, thankfully I win backwards. Then I went back again. I remember. Yeah, I almost died, but I saw Nana, so yeah, try my best. But I can see I'm no match for Yi San Shin rather. He just straight up killed me, and YSS still managed to run away. And Nana, I think, is like cannot find him and stuff. But at this stage, if you look at the goal difference, we are still somewhat close, but not very good actually. You look at all the items. Let me open up the item. Yeah, I'm building actually quite a high damage build up. Whereas the MMs, their build is a bit strange, but most of them are still quite on point. They are also building rather high damage with a bit of health. So Nana is good. At least they don't throw their game. I think that's the most important thing. You can have difficulty playing a game, but you don't throw it. So there's a lot of judgment call required when you're playing this. So I noticed YSS is there, but my focus isn't to kill YSS. I'm pretty sure my teammates can handle them, so my focus is push. But I saw YS Nathan, so I quickly find some way to go after Nathan. Apparently he can't do anything. It's too late for him. Yeah. So the next step, the thing I'll do is to aim for the MMs. But okay, it was quite difficult actually. I think this is the part where I died. I thought I can kill them, but too bad. I don't know. I think perhaps what I did was a really noob move. Shouldn't have done that. Okay, in the meantime, thankfully, my teammates didn't do anything stupid, except maybe the Nathan guy. I think he's too ambitious sometimes. He thought he can kill and he can do but he positioned himself wrongly and then he died. Yeah, I'm glad actually Eldos is not using his ultimate recklessly. Yeah. Nana is actually trying. Harley also, but I tell you by this time the enemies are almost at a point where they can one-shot people. See? It's so easy for them to one-shot people. Even Nana also is gonna die, I tell you. She can run but there's nothing we can do. Okay, now it's only Eldos and me that's alive, right? Obviously I can't one person fight 5 If I see them I quickly run already. I'm not gonna go there and like kill them and yeah. I'm not so dumb. And it's quite jialat. Quite bad actually. Because they're working on that and I can barely do anything. Nobody should be going in now. If you want to take Lord, it's a bit difficult because they will have taken. I tried. I really tried. But too bad, they slay Lord, they took Lord. They are low health, but they took Lord. That's the important thing. So what happens when you're in this kind of situation? Well, first you try to pick off the stragglers, like what I just did. But the focus is actually to push or counter push if possible. I'm not recommending that. I'm pushing now because I killed one marksman and they are recuperating the base and somehow they are grouping up in the middle and I can see on the mini map. That's why I dare to continue to proceed. And I stayed a bit longer. But I see the moment I see them okay, I was dumb. I think I died here. Yep, that was a bad move. I should have just run away when they appear. Actually, I made quite a lot of bad moves. This is like the second bad move I made the whole game. Okay, so they managed to kill the Lord. But even then, you notice that their turrets are slightly better, around the same as us. I think it's pretty obvious by now that our team is not actually doing very well. Okay, so Eldos tries a very cool individual solo kill. I think he didn't manage to do it and then he died or something. Yes, he didn't manage to do it. But he managed to run, but I think not very far. GG. Harley goes in, managed to run away. Then that's when I come in. I think I died as well. Okay, I don't know why I somehow managed to get Granger down. Then I run. Because I just cannot do it. Then let me try. Died. I think it was trying to save Nana, but it was also a bad move. I should have just run away. But this is the part where it's very scary. I think I was very worried that we will throw the game at this point. See, Nathan Street comes out, die immediately. Thankfully, our Nana and our Eldors are both quite good. They are not the best, but they still know what they are doing, and that's what's stopping us from totally losing the game. The Hardy was also okay. It's only Nathan. Nathan is that weird marksman that always tries to solo the other marksman, even when it's outnumbered. I don't know what he's trying to do actually. So now there's a series of defensive moves. I think the enemies are also smart. They know that they shouldn't be spending too much time trying to attack us. They should just wait for us to come out and just finish us off. They're also waiting for their 5 men to appear. So what do you do when you are losing? If you see our goal, we are slightly like 1k goal less than them, but our base is already in such a lousy state. If anything, if the match proceeds even further, I think we'll die. So I think the key is number one, don't anyhow engage in team fights that you cannot win. I think that's important. That's an important thing to estimate. Not saying that I don't want to help, but the thing is that if the whole team dies for the sake of what trying to kill one person, what's the point? Nathan is the one that is constantly doing this kind of dumb things. Look at this. That's why I tell him to do to like do solo. I think he told me to shut up. Too bad lah. Okay, this is not exactly a good move, good situation because they might take a second lot. They might, and they are smart. They didn't come to our base. They choose to stay outside the base actually. If you look at enemy, they are like positioning themselves properly. And now they are trying to take lot again. Fortunately, I don't know what happened, but I think it's very easy for them to take lot. Give and take just within a few minutes, they'll take a second lot. See, they get lot again. I tell you, usually in most games they are like this. By the time you have a second lot, you will have lost. You will have died. But somehow they made a mistake, you see. They come at us without thinking too much, and as a result, it was quite easy for us to get 3 kills on our side. So now you see it's a 2v4 situation. We are still down in goal, but overall we are starting to get our items already. Yeah. And we are still trying to defend against the enemy. It's a really difficult game, I tell you. It's almost impossible to really play and win actually. The later you restore the game, the harder it is. If you check out the... That's why I tell you to hide and don't come out attack first. Look at items. Check out the item difference. Oh no. That was fast. And I was very worried because I see Hardy and Nathan especially always in that weird position that he might likely die. Yeah, that's why I tell you to retreat. But I don't know why. I don't think they listen. So what am I? I was trying to defend lane. Because this creep, the next wave would likely come inside and destroy us immediately. So okay, I see Eldors going. I just have to quickly follow lah. Not bad, Eldors is good. Then of course, since we are here and the enemy is there, it's time to push. This is not the time for team fights, man. I tell you, you are seeing your base. This is a good time to push actually. Enemy is in base. You're not supposed to run into their base to try to go after them. You don't even if you are weaker than them, they can just use their base as a cover to destroy you. That's why I keep telling the allies to retreat. My allies refuse to listen. Somehow they managed to still take one out. But I would say that they will die very easily. There's no point in them playing like that and like yeah. But I don't know why some of the enemies are so very strange. They choose to wander around despite having no health. Look at all their health. And I was just there. And I think I just ran to them one by one. They choose to solo, which is a dumb thing at this stage of the game. In late game you don't solo. Otherwise you're just asking to die. This one also is another weird guy. So see, 2 down just because they choose to solo. This is the one of the biggest mistakes they ever made. If 5 of them are together, their burst is enough to take down all of us at one shot. I don't even have a chance to do much before they come over and destroy us. Obviously, my aim is not to go inside the base. I'm just trying to push, scare them a bit, but I don't think they're scared. They don't give a shit actually. Because they're so strong. By this time, all of them would have completed their items. Okay, maybe YSS still haven't, but the rest generally they completed all their items already. So is my team. Both are equal footing actually. I'm very worried about Harley constantly going inside because very high chance to die. That's why the important thing now is to go and do lot. Yeah, you notice that it's a good opportunity because they are keeping them busy here. And if you are keeping them busy, the 2 highest damage dealers should be taking a lot. Yep. Of course, just because you take a lot doesn't mean that you should run in now. If you run in now, you will die in the base. So you should take your time. See, one day. He tried. He tried his best, but this is simply not the right timing. You should instead push all the outer frontiers. Okay, if you see such things like enemy exiting base, then this is the best opportunity to do something. And this is when they make a huge mistake. They choose to leave the base. I don't know what they are doing actually. They choose to leave the whole base. They leave the base at such a wrong timing. And, but I got this feeling also, it's because the other 2 MMs are like, they look like they're AFK, I don't know. But just now I saw Beatrice being there for quite some time and YSS. So I think it's because YSS bought the wrong item, I would say. Like, why did he buy a War Axe? It doesn't work well at Marksman. Then for the items the rest of people buy, why didn't they buy a super high damage build? They seem to buy all the weird, like, bursty items that probably might work sometimes, but why is the whole team building like that when they could have a proper proper item similar to mine? I don't know. But anyway, this turns out well, and yeah, so I won.